With TSUTigers.com, we're here with senior offensive lineman Deshawn Byrd for another Off the Grid. Deshawn, thanks so much for joining us today. We hear that you're from Dayton, Ohio. Just give us a little bit of information of what it was like growing up in Dayton.
It wasn't too much different from usually anybody else's city. Just for me, I got a big family. I got 17 brothers and sisters. So, you know, I just more known around the city with my dad. My dad does a lot of stuff in the community, so you can't really do too much out there and not get away with it, like without somebody saying something to your family or your uncle or somebody finding out. So, I mean, it was pretty fun. I can do just about anything, go anywhere I want, because I know a lot of people, so I just love my city.
And with 17 brothers or sisters, I mean, you probably had somebody to hang out with a lot. Talk about that a little bit.
I can't really say that too much because I'm the middle child. Everybody's either 3 years older than me or 3 years younger, so I was either too young to hang out with the younger kids, to hang out with the older kids, or too old to hang out with the younger kids.
And for people that don't know, you transferred in from Grand Rapids Community College. Just talk about your experience overall at Grand Rapids.
My experience overall at Grand Rapids was good. I had a job up there. Great coaches, met some great people, met some friends that I'm probably be friends with for the rest of my life. And it helped out a lot that I had my 2 cousins and my brother up there. So, you know, Grand Rapids was a fun time outside of the end of part of Grand Rapids. So,
I guess before you went to Grand Rapids, you of course went to high school. And did you play any other sports outside of football in high school?
Track and field for a little bit, and the YMCA club basketball team. Stayed up at the YMCA playing basketball anytime I could after lifting. Went up there and played basketball. That was just about all I did.
And what events did you do when you were doing track and field?
The shot put and the disc.
Which one
and
did you?
We did the big man race, the relay race one time. Won that one.
What involves that?
Anybody over 280 pounds running the 4-man relay race.
What was your time? Do you know?
I don't remember right now. That was so long ago.
Were you the fastest or slowest on your team?
I was the second leg. There was 2 people faster than me. So.
I got you.
Okay. Talking a little bit about the having a big family and obviously going through high school. What high school did you go to first of all?
I went to the Trotwood Madison High School. The Trotwood Madison, Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. And did all your brothers and sisters before you go to that school as well?
We were all spread out over the city. Okay. All spread out over the city.
So you never had to really worry about teachers going, "Oh, here comes another."
At Trotwood, I did. It was me, my little brother Dalen, and my little brother Trey. And my uncle was a principal there too. So anytime basically we did anything, we went straight to his office. And, it was just that name, just the Byrd name around there. So it wasn't too much I could get in trouble for, but it was still at the same time, anytime I did, it went straight to my dad. So it was kind of hard just trying to maneuver and try to get around like I wanted to.
So were there times that you did do something or never? I know, I got to go straight to the office.
Yeah, a lot of times actually. Most of the time, some of the teachers just say they'll call my dad. Like, I ain't even gonna tell you to go to the principal's office. I'm gonna just call your dad right now. So I just be chilling.
What are some fond memories or some funny stories about you growing up with such a large family?
My dad and my uncle, we had a house in Dayton that we all just went over, and sometimes they tried to treat us like the Jackson family. Like, he'd just move us out, tell us to go outside sometimes and move bricks or something like that. One time he told us we couldn't stay in the house and we ended up running from some dogs. We opened up the gate and just ran from dogs. We just used to just do dumb stuff because there wasn't nothing else to do and we couldn't sit in the house. It was just so many of us. So I'm being dead serious though.
That's good. What other fun things did you do in Dayton and stuff growing up? What are some of the other great things that you remember doing and wanted to that you missed? Maybe?
The biggest thing that I did there just as of recently was a thing called the Street Soldiers. It's ran by, he's not my uncle, but I call him my uncle, Marlon Shackelforth, and my dad. And we just basically, they do a lot of community events and we go out and we just oversee them, and then most of the time it leaves me, because I'm in college, just talking to the kids and overseeing them. And I just guess that's just kind of fun because it's a lot of stuff that goes on in Dayton, like crime-wise. So I'm one of them kids that actually just got out of the situation. So I just feel like going back and giving back sometimes is just a great thing to do.
Now, obviously, you went from high school from Dayton to Grand Rapids, and then you came to Tennessee State. How did you come about Tennessee State?
Originally, I was committed to East Carolina up until signing day, and they pulled my stuff because of not my grades but my classes. So I ended up just waiting it out. Then I ended up committing to Arkansas State. Arkansas State ended up pulling it for the same reason. And I was just sitting in Grand Rapids. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was probably gonna sit out a year. Like I was just gonna wait a semester and try to find somewhere else to go. And one of the coaches, Coach Kyman, he's not here right now, but he ended up calling me in like June or so and asked me if I wanted to come. And I had heard a lot about Tennessee State just from the rivalry back in the day with Central State, and just knowing their name, just everybody knows about Tennessee State, just from where I'm from. So I just decided to come here. I just thought it was a great opportunity.
And how do you like it so far here at Tennessee State as well as Nashville?
Nashville's a big city. I really haven't gotten to exploring it how I want to. That's just because of football and class and other things going on. And TSU is pretty cool. It's a lot of people here, a lot of women. The classes are great. It's a small class, so you can really get the one-on-one with everybody, and everybody's so friendly. I guess the Southern hospitality, I guess that's what it is. So I mean, I like it so far. I can't really too much complain about anything besides the calf.
Not enough food? They don't have enough?
Just not enough variety
Right.
like I would want it.
What are you majoring in here at TSU?
Right now I'm in interdisciplinary studies because same thing with the schools with East Carolina and stuff. Some of my classes just don't mix well with the system, so I wanted to do business and marketing, but I would have had to be here for another 3 years. I'd have been basically doing college over again. So I'm gonna just try to get my degree in that and then go to grad school and get my master's in business or teaching or something like that. Right? I haven't really decided yet.
I know there's always the dream of playing on Sundays, but the other thing is beyond that, you know, you talk about business. What are some of the things that you would like to do once you're done with college?
It's so much. It's so much. Like, I'm a real big fan of music. I will really, hopefully one day, want to have my own record company or something of that sort. But at the same token, I just want to go back and coach high school, even if that, like, I really want to do that more than play in the NFL. Like, I want to play in the NFL. That's everybody's dream. But I just want to go back and coach high school and try to make sure the kids didn't have to go through what I went through. Like, I just went through a lot trying to get to where I'm at right now. So, I mean, basically, I just want to do that. But as of right now, just, you know, music and that, and coaching.
Well, tell us a little bit about TSU football, some in-depth stuff, and how you guys are doing this year, and what you guys kind of, you know, what you want to have accomplished by the end of the year.
I want to start off by saying TSU probably has one of the funniest football teams in America, like, including myself. Everybody on this team is a character. Like, everybody on this team is very funny. I think that just helps, but when we get on the field, it's a whole different story. Like, you know, everybody want to go out there and fight and want to win, and I think that, like I said before, I think that can lead us to a championship. Like, it's just so much talent on this team, it doesn't make any sense. Like, a lot of these players could be playing in the SEC. Some of them, like AC, and you got Pop. It's, you know, you got Kadeem, you got Rainey, you got DVD. It's just a lot of people that can play on the next level. It's just something that just brought them down here to play here. So I just think we got a lot of talent, and the only people that can stop us is ourselves.
Now, you talk about some characters. Who are some of the other characters on this team, and kind of give us a little bit about them?
You got people like Rainey. Rainey's hilarious. Kadeem don't show it a lot, but Kadeem is funny too. Kadeem is one of the quietest, funny people I know. James Lewis probably is one of the weirdest, funniest people. You got Joe, you got Drew, you got Quay, Marquavius. It's just a lot of people. It's just so many people to name. Like, just everybody on this team is funny. Mike, Pop. It's just so many people. I can't even just go out. You just go in the locker room, you'll see it. Like, everybody in there is a jokester. Everybody can be a jokester, but everybody got a serious side to them.
Okay, you got jokesters. Do you have any pranksters?
Not too much. I have seen nobody has done anything to me, but most of the time stuff happens. It's usually a group of people, especially when it comes to like the freshmen or something like that. That the receivers then tied the freshmen up to the goal post and just things like that. We threw a couple freshmen in the shower and stuff too. So just funny stuff like that.
Your time here at Tennessee State, have you come across one of your favorite moments, a fond moment?
My favorite moment and what actually got me to stay, because it was a point in time where I wanted to leave. It didn't have anything to do with the university. It was just something like I didn't know whether or not I wanted to play anymore. But it was just something that we was in the indoor actually, and it was during training camp. Now, when I say that was probably one of the most like active practices I've ever been a part of. Like, it was just so crazy. Like, everybody was moving around, everybody was hyper, and when I just saw that, I was just like, some great things gonna happen with this team. Like, I just want to be a part of this stuff. Like, I really just got my edge back to want to play football again.
Now, personally, what inspires you to, obviously do what you want to do with kids later in life, or with going to school now, and or just in general?
Actually, it's just honestly, it's me. Like I just don't want nobody to have to go through what I went through, like the whole JUCO situation, and I just want people to learn from some of the stuff that I did, because I mean, it's a lot of things that I could have did to where I wouldn't even be in the situation I'm in right now, and I just want to leave a legacy. Like, I just want people to like when I pass, I just want people to say, well, Deshawn did this for me and Deshawn did that for me. I just want to help people. That's just all I want to do. Like, I don't know why, I just want to help people.
Well, Deshawn, we definitely appreciate your time and sitting down with us here today on another Off the Grid. Good luck to you and everything you do, and thank you very much for being a part of Big Blue Country.
Thanks for having me. Go Big Blue. We're going to get that ring this year.